today. I thought we had much better focus today and intensity than we did yesterday. Just got, for the most part, everybody ready to go. McKenzie, it looks like he's a no-go. Kind of had a little setback with him, so kind of back to the drawing board with him, unfortunately, but kind of retweaked it yesterday evening. Most part right now, I think everybody's a go.
When a team is getting this much love, I guess, nationally and stuff like that, are there certain things you can do as a coach to kind of get their head back in the game?
Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth, because it ain't never as good as it seems, and it's never as bad as it seems, and just they gotten plenty of sugar, so we give them a little vinegar to kind of offset that a little bit. But the bottom line is just practice the right way. I didn't think we practiced the right way yesterday, but today they responded, and that was good to see. That's all you can do is challenge them, and hopefully they respond. But today was how you got to practice on Tuesday and Wednesday. The games are won on Tuesday and Wednesday. They're not won on Saturdays. Tuesday and Wednesday, if you practice the right way, Saturdays are the easiest days and the funnest days. So, just keeping the right mentality, keeping their focus on the preparation. The reason we are where we are is because of how we train and how we practice, and that can't change.
Did McKenzie injure himself yesterday?
Yeah, just kind of retweaked it. So he's trying to. The problem with him is it's been so long since he's really cut it loose, and there's certain things you can't mimic in the rehab process. Just certain. Football can only do so much, and then you got to put them out there and let them go. And some of those football movements are hard to simulate. And he just kind of felt a little tug and pull yesterday and pulled up. So a few guys still kind of nursing and banged up from a real physical game last weekend, but I think we're on track.
Was with him now missing another chance where he could play, is this really going to set him back as far as getting on the field this year?
Well, we're just taking it one day at a time. Not making any big picture decisions. Obviously, the further it goes, yeah, absolutely. But still early in the season, still got an open date coming up. So, we'll just keep going, and again, take it one day at a time. We're doing everything we can to strengthen it all up and getting better. But you keep having these little setbacks. It's hard to take 2 steps forward and then you take another one back. So, but we'll keep plugging.
We see this game SC State on the schedule, and it's kind of like, all right, Clemson's going to roll right over them. But it's okay for us to kind of think that, but you can't let your team think that. What are the dangers and the pitfalls? Just talk about that a little bit.
Well, I think there were 7 or 8 Division I AA teams that won games last week. So, the dangers are when you don't respect an opponent, you get beat. You go out there, you're not focused, you turn it over, you have missed assignments, critical errors. And it's not like you're playing a team that doesn't have scholarship athletes. So we just don't really focus on the opponent. That's one of the messages I told them when people come in and they watch the practice film. By watching the practice film, nobody should be able to tell whether we're playing Georgia or we're playing South Carolina State that week. The practice tape should look exactly the same, and that's just the bottom line. And as long as we're preparing the right way, then we'll be fine and putting forth the right kind of effort day in, day out. Then you show up on game day. Again, it doesn't matter who we play. It doesn't matter when we play or what time we play or what the weather is. If you have the right mentality, you'll be fine. But when you lose your focus and you start thinking about the things you just talked about, then you get beat. You're inconsistent.
You had a very physical camp. Then you had a very physical week to play, getting ready for Georgia. Then you had a physical game with Georgia. Do you scale back a little bit this week? Nothing against South Carolina State, but just to kind of get them ready to play on Saturday? No, we hammer down. It's too early for that. It's way too early for that. I think that was the mentality they came out here with on Tuesday was, we're proud of themselves and a little sore, a little tired, didn't get much sleep, and, maybe we pulled back a little bit, but now's not the time to pull back. Now's the time to put the pedal to the metal. And, and we didn't get here by pulling back. Now you got to be smart. There's a time in the season after a certain amount of time where we may cut back a couple periods on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but
right now is not the time. We're a very immature football team that's got a lot of developing to do in a lot of areas. A team that won one ball game and made a lot of mistakes in that game. And you know, it's football. You're supposed to be sore. It isn't supposed to be easy. You're not supposed to walk out here on Tuesdays after a tough game and feel good about it. But you got to push through that. That's where the mental toughness comes in. So, no, I think that's the worst thing we can do right now. I mean, we got to push.
Does it help when they've got guys on their teams like Javaris Lehman who you thought could play here, and I know Will Roper, thought about coming here. He's kicking for him. I mean, these are guys that you thought could play in your program. Oh yeah,
I mean they got good players. There's no question. But again, they're all kind of faceless, nameless. I mean, y'all even know I don't hardly ever learn many people's names when I'm talking about the opponent. That's usually I just call their number out because that's really all it is a number. I respect every player, every team that we play. They're all well coached. They put a lot into it, and that's just. But that's the approach that I try to get the players to take is okay. It's just it doesn't matter the color of their jersey or what their numbers are. Let's just be sound, know the schemes of whoever we're playing, and then let's focus on us. Let's focus on our prep, our execution, our effort, our technique, and that's really all we talk about. I don't really get into much of the other stuff. Yeah, we've been wearing them since we started. Yeah, we wear them every practice when we're out here. We took them off. We don't scrimmage in them, but we took them off. I think the skill guys are all out of them right now. We just got them on. I think the linebackers and the linemen.
All set. You mentioned in the past how teams to get to that point, to national championship level, are going to need some breaks. Do you feel like you kind of got that first one when Beasley got called for the false start? The snaps out. Could that be the first one?
Yeah, you need some breaks along the way. There's no doubt. I think it's kind of divine intervention a little bit. We had Tim and I were talking. We had Danny Ford going in the Ring of Honor. Number 81 scored the winning touchdown, and then Coach Wilhelm's going in the Ring of Honor, and I think he was number 38. And number 38 came up with that big play in the end zone on the crazy punt return play. So, hey, you need a little help. Need some of them Clemson Tigers up there to step in every now and then. A little good karma. That doesn't hurt. But you just got to play hard, and I really believe you make your own luck. And when you're prepared and you play your tail off, and you're just consistent with that, you'll get the breaks when you need them.